Check. Put a 144 in the chat if you could hear us. Salakia, put a 144 in the chat if you can hear us loud and clear. We'll be with you in just one moment. Shalom. Let me see. My man does wrong is in here. Sorry, Christ. Show this comment. And last time I couldn't even, so let me put it on mute real quick.
Anytime you got 4K video,
What 4K? Oh, inside of the YouTube?
Yeah, that's the 4K video.
I'm gonna have to reboot this motherfucker, man. I don't know what's going on with this thing.
All these things are running in the background. Just killing the CPU. What are you motherfucking killing? I don't know which one it is.
I don't know if it will be that. It's probably that one. The 90.1. I'm thinking it may be because you would think the StreamYard is probably pulling more of a percentage. Usually it'll tell you the last task, I don't know why it's not. YouTube would have popped up. We just can't exit out of the YouTube. Is it still not letting you?
It got all that close. All these just tabs.
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Check. Can y'all hear me? Am I being heard?
On loud and clear in Durham, okay?
Hold on for a second. This thing had a tendency. Oh Lord. I got it. Yeah, it was the one that had all the other stuff going on in it. Check. Who else is in here? Kiara One, can you hear me?
Kind of one concert. Yeah, hear me?
Who else would? Can I hear you loud?
I'm also in concert.
Charlotte, Charlotte in here?
I don't see Charlotte, sir.
Okay, ain't no sweat. Loud and clear. Jarrell, what's happening? Shalom. Turn me up just a little bit, Montreal.
How about now?
Check. Most High Christ. That's the wall. All right, clap it up. Most High Christ. Shalom, Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai Brakathum to the Akim, the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shema Ilathun by Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. Akwathian. I'm preaching officer 5,000 Zion Yalla coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'll be holding down the class to Captain of 13,000. Captain Nayathaq Banyumyan comes into the class. Our job in I.S.U.P.K in these classes are designed for our people to wake up to the truth of the Bible. Right. What is the truth that's in the Bible? The truth is the so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Indians descend from the greatest nation of people that ever walked the face of the earth. Right. In 2026, there's nothing more imperative than us waking up to the truth of this Bible and finding out our true identity, our true culture, and how to serve and please the Most High Power, our God. Meaning, serving God does not consist of us going and celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You will not find those things inside of the Bible. You know where you will find those things or those activities at? You will find them in the Christian church. I'm here to let you know that the Christian church is direct opposition of the Most High Power. You understand? Right. If you're into the Christian church, just know you are in the house of Satan. You understand? Those things are designed to be white supremacy by the oppressor. Who is the oppressor? You may know. In the biblical name, his name would be Esau, or he's descended from Edom. You understand? Mount Seir. White man, in other words, Salakia. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, man, let me get to something I want to talk about. That was if we have any questions, put them in the chat. I'll be able to get to them, Lord willing. But I want to get into something, man. And I just seen a terrible accident. I just seen it enough to make bring tears to y'all. I just seen a terrible accident, Akim. But it also lets me know that the Most High is with us in serving him. Me myself, I almost got into a terrible accident a day ago. Right. And every time I think about how close that we are to losing our lives in this society, it also shows me how much mercy that the Father can have on our lives, man. It's a very humbling experience. I just witnessed a young Native Indian sister. She fell asleep at the wheel. The young lady I see was directly in front of me. She went across the highway. She came back. In the car she was driving, it was like a Toyota Scion, little small vehicle, bunk, y'all. The car flipped 3 times right in front of me. Went on one side, it came across the road, flip, landed in the ditch. And I looked, I said, Lord be with her. You know what I'm saying? She pulled out in front of me, Kawal. When I first said, I said, what made her pull out in front of me? She pulls out in front of me. She goes up. She started dozing off. I seen her. I said, damn. I jumped out of the car, went back to the vehicle. I said, let me see if I got my hammer to break the windshield. By the time I got to the car, Kawal, I seen the windshield and everything broken, the glass broken. And she's standing up in there. She in pure shock. She's standing up in there looking at me like this. I picked her up like this, just picked her up and sat on the ground. And the whole time I was thinking about when I seen the sister standing up, I was just thinking, that's how the Most High deals with us sometimes. Meaning, in life, our disobedience, we fall asleep in his empire. We fall asleep into Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the wicked ways of this empire that you can think of. You know, serving your kids, serving your wife, not serving the Lord, losing focus on what you're supposed to, do for the Lord. And when you lose focus, you in that lifestyle of sin, right? And when you're sinning against the Lord, you don't necessarily understand the dangers that we put ourselves in. Like we don't see the dangers because we so focused on whatever that lust or that fascination that we have with the world, the things that are in the world, is causing the Most High God to be against us. When you're smoking weed, when you're cheating on your husband, you're beating on your wife, I don't know, you're destroying your family. You don't know the type of danger that you are in with the Most High. But for the brothers and sisters that are in this school, when we read these scriptures and you come to these classes and we breaking these things down to you at Priest and Prophet of the Lord, we are the ones that are saying, like, the Lord is merciful. But don't ever forget, the Lord is the one that also sent the hurricanes. The Lord is also the one that sent the floods. You understand? The Lord is he's over the good and the evil. So when I seen it in the moment, I seen the lady go across the street and she flipped. I'm like, Lord, be with her, man. That's great. I'm like, damn, I got class. And I'm like, damn, I hope she ain't bloody. All these things are racing through my mind. And when I opened the door, like she was on the side, so I hold the door open one on, I pull her out, and I sit on the ground, and she just looking at me. You know what she was concerned about, Kawal? She don't understand. She was worried about the things that was in the car. And I take that moment to think about when the Lord tried to pull us out of our sins that we doing into the world, whether it's what these drugs, it's alcohol, the abortion things that the Most High try to pull us out of, Kawal. We started trying to reach back like Lot's wife. The Most High is trying to pull us out of these situations that we're sinning in, and clearly we've been destroyed. Kawal, the car is unrecognizable, Kawal. The lady asked me the lady on the phone from the 911 dispatcher saying what car type. I don't even know. I can't. I used to be a mechanic, Kawal. I don't know what the hell this is. And she looking up at me. I pick her up and sit her on the ground. I said, you need to lay down. And she just so shook. She like, I need what's in the car. I'm like, what the hell in the car? I don't know what's in the car. But that's how the Lord is us. He sent priests, prophets us on these streets. We reach our people and we try to pull them out, Bunk, y'all. We lifting them up in their time of suffering and sorrow and all this anguish that they're going through, all the misunderstanding, the lies, the deceit that the Lord allow us to go and teach our people to pull them out. And we're concerned about the things that are in our destruction. Instead of being relieved that the Most High sends somebody else to pull us out of our troubles, man. That's a rough thing. And I was thinking about and the first thing that came to my mind was the book of Joshua, chapter 7. Get that for me, Bob Shaw. Book of Joshua, chapter 7. And in that book of Joshua, anybody know what Joshua was fighting up against in that chapter 7, Bob Shaw? Anybody know? Anybody know offhand what was going on in Israel and in Joshua time in chapter 7? Anybody there? Check 1 2. No.
Salakia, sir.
Come on with it, Doc.
Was this the time that we was going to war and the Most High told them not to take no spoils from the camp, and one of the tribe had took the spoils and hid it in the tent and buried it?
Absolutely. And in that time, when they took the spoils from the other nation, they began to bring it back to the camp and hid it. What did the Lord do to us for all this? So for that era, do you know?
Salakia, sir. I believe like we got cursed. I think we got cursed like we was I want to say like we were losing battles.
Let me help you out. The Most High begins to kick our ass. Meaning this. That's why it's important that when you wake up and you take this oil upon your head and this truth that the Most High give us, the opportunity that the Lord's give us, take it serious. Take it serious. Like every opportunity that the Most High gives us to serve Him and not ourselves, take it serious. Because us sinning against the Lord, it just might cost you your brother's life. Us sinning against the Lord, it might conserve, it might just save a life. When we say our prayers in the school on the Sabbath service after the classes, we say the prayers for those who don't know the Lord. So when we take this oil upon our head, we're saying to the Lord the same thing that Christ, we're in the spirit of Christ, meaning when Christ was sacrificed, he put aside all the things that he could have wanted to be in life. All the things he could maybe excelled at in life. All the women that could have been like, hey, Yahawashi, Shalom. You know, we probably have some thorough sisters, just like we got thorough sisters now. The Lord forsook it all and took it, put it on, and y'all know what he did for it. He became the ultimate mediator because he was that sacrifice that gave us a way back to the Most High. Y'all know what Yahawashi Mashiach means? Anybody know?
So like you, sir.
Come on, go on.
The anointed salvation.
Say again.
The anointed salvation.
Anointed. You said anointed salvation. Know what you said?
Okay.
You sure about that? If y'all pass the test, I know you know the answer to that.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
It means Savior and anointed.
Right. Right. Give him a hand. So when we talk about being that Savior, we walk in the same spirit as Yahawashi. Who anointed you? What does it mean to be anointed, Baba Kasha? When you get anointed, Captain Nayathaq said, you know what, this brother right here is going to walk in the same spirit as Yahawashi, to be a savior to his people, meaning he's going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. He's not going to sin against the Lord. So when he say his prayers, he's the one that's going to save his family, not an NFL fucking Salakia, not an NFL contract. He's going to serve the Lord and save his family, not an NBA contract. Not you hitting the lottery, not you working these extravagant slaveries. All those things are very well, those have some monetary value, but those things won't save your family. And here we raising up preaching prophets to the Lord in this seat. So when I can't do this no more, guess what? Kawal, your son has a place that he can call home and serve the Lord. Bunk, y'all, your son has a place that he can call home and serve the Lord. You understand? So those sacrifices that we are making today, take it serious out. Take your oath serious in the Lord. Because just as well as that sister went across that lane and I seen that car flip, only thing that crossed my mind was, Lord, what if another car would have been coming the opposite way, Kawal? Well, just what if I was close enough? If I didn't notice it. Damn, what if there was no mercy, y'all? I damn near thought the car caught on fire. But you know why I thought the car caught on fire, Kawal? Because she pulled out a flashlight and she was looking for something in that goddamn car. And for the life of me, I'm thinking, what the hell was she looking at in that car? But in serving the Lord, I realized in our destruction, that's what we are right now, all right? That's what you do when you go and vote for the oppressor. You got your goddamn light on, trying to find something that some may have misplaced in the damn car, and the car is complete wreck. And the Most High is trying to pull us out of this hellhole, man. When we talking to our families, they're evaluating everything that we say to them from any conversation that we have with them. That's why it pays for us to be upright in justice and serve the Lord. Speak with kind words, gentle words to our people. Show them that we can be completely different than what the oppressor has said about us. You talk about how they do Maduro down there in Venezuela. He's a drug cartel and all this. Did they completely forget about COINTELPRO? What the DEA done to our communities in the neighborhoods with the dope, crack, Freeway, Ricky Ross, all the dope dealers, the music that they put into our neighborhoods. Ain't nothing wrong with good music. But what is it about the message that they're allowing to go free in our neighborhoods, and they push it all over the place? Here we are fighting in the spirit of Yahawashi to be a what? To be a savior for our people, man. And we seeing that in the book of Joshua, our disobedience against the Lord
So we good.
cost the nation to suffer. You got that for me, Bunk, y'all? Where you want to start at?
I have verse 2. Joshua 7 and 2.
Please, come on.
Salakia. I can start at verse 1. Salakia, sir.
It's good.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 1.
Now, Salaki, does anybody have questions? You can put your question inside of the chat, or you just say Salaki, you know what I'm saying? We'll get to them. But I want to try to get through this chapter real quick, Baba Kashaw. Salaki. I had something else I want to go into, but the Lord saw fit to give me something other than that. Come on.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
But the children of Israel committed a trespass in the accursed thing.
So when we talk about our trespass, even one brother or one sister being disobedient to our Father can cost us as an entire nation. That's what we have to consider. That, see, if us not thinking like that, we begin to think like Esau. Because you know what Esau says when we tell him that his people had committed atrocity against the Lord's people? You know what they say? I ain't never had no slave. I ain't never hung nobody. I don't do any wrong for you. I love you, man. But the Lord looks at them as being a nation of people. It's not just you that's sinning against the Lord. The Lord looks at us as being a nation of people like you. That's why we're supposed to love one another. Because that one little slight against each other and you're not loving, it's like a crack in the sidewalk. It's like a crack in the sidewalk. What happens to a crack in the sidewalk if it goes untreated? Choir boy, what happens to a crack that's in the sidewalk that goes untreated?
Salakia, sir, it spreads. It get bigger.
They get bigger. It don't go away. And that's what's happening in the book of Joshua. We're going to talk about us as a family when we was fractured, man. We seeing all these wars and rumors of wars, the prophecies of the Bible. We're living in that time right now, Kawal. We're living in that idea that the third woe is right around the corner. This is it right here. This is the time that they talk about in the scriptures that we go out and prophesy on every single weekend about the Lord coming back. So when we talk about us taking our oath serious and taking an oath on our head and we saying our prayers to the east, you better remember what you're praying for and who you're praying to. The Lord is not a joke. He is a man of war. And you can't be no soft ass trying to weasel out of things that you need to fight against. Brothers and sisters, Salakia. Come on, Buck, y'all.
It says, for Achan, the son of Carmi.
The who?
The son of Carmi.
Go ahead.
The son of Zabdi.
Mm-hmm.
The son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
Took of the accursed thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
And the anger what?
And the anger of the Lord was kindled against the children of Israel.
Now, you know what I didn't hear you read, Bunk, y'all? I didn't hear you say that everybody took the accursed thing. It didn't say everybody took the accursed thing. It said it was very specific about who took the accursed thing. But it still angered who? The Most High Power, our God. So every time you used to sell dope, smoke weed, have abortions, cheat on your husbands, all type, just the wicked things that we've done as a nation of people, all those things, you got to remember, the Lord was never pleased with you when you done those things. He was never pleased as to why you have random, you have $200 in your bank account. You think you got it. You think you got it made. I'm about to go party. Next thing you know, you look in that bank account and it's gone. The Lord took it. The Lord took it. The Lord took it. He knew that we were going to do nothing righteous with that money that he gave us. You understand? But when you do righteous things, you serve the Lord with the small bit that he give you, he'll multiply it out. But when you sinning against him, you think he's going to let you be prosperous? You're going to get it all the way. You're going to get it. You're going to get whatever you think that you get. You're going to get rich overnight. You know who else thought that? Michael Jackson thought that. He died broke. high, a dope fiend. Whitney Houston thought that. She died high in a tub by herself. Prince. Who else? Look at Puff Daddy. He thought he was never gonna get brought down having to deal with millions upon millions. No, I can't. Your beloved Tupac and Biggie. Think about all the rappers and singers and artists, comedians, entertainers in our community that had it all, and the Lord took it. So what should we be doing with the little bit that we have? We should be serving the Lord. We can't go and take things from the other nation, the accursed things. We can't go and hold on to Christmas and Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day and think that the Lord going to be with us. You can't do it. You're going to anger the Lord. Read on, Bunker, y'all.
Verse 2. And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai,
Go ahead.
which is beside Bethaven, on the east side of Bethel,
Go ahead.
and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view their country. Salakia. Go up and view the country.
Go ahead.
And the men went up and viewed Ai.
So here we go. Joshua was giving these soldiers, these men, the devout men of the Lord, orders to go up and take a look at this country. It's called a recon. If anybody ever know anything about, often days we don't, only military that we think about as being some type of rough and strategic planning is the oppressor's military. That's how broken we become. We're relying on our captives to be our savior instead of us just serving the Lord. So, like, I think I see Cap. And with that, I'm gonna turn the class over to Captain of 13,000, Captain Nayathaq Banyami. So, like, Salaki, Captain, if you're on mute, sir. Let me see.
Take it off.
There you
Yeah,
go.
man. Now,
Come on. You good, sir?
Musa and Christ. How y'all doing today?
12 out of 1. I think. Can everybody hear Cap?
Shalom.
You can hear me?
Come on. We hear you, sir.
One gun.
Musa and Christ. All right. So where we at?
I don't think we had. Do we have any questions in the chat, Yanazar? Do you see anything?
If not, I want to see if I could play a video, man.
Oh, Salaki.
Yo, come on.
God, sister had a question. 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 6 through 8.
Hey, who's that?
Officer Tabawan, sir.
Ah, my man.
Come on.
My man. Try to hold a good man down, man. Hell no. My man. What's going on, Tab One? You good?
Not much, sir. Come on, sir.
Musa and Christ. Tell me, what's your question?
The sister wanted to break down of 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 6 through 8. Salaki.
First Peter's, right?
Come on.
All right, I'm go with you. First Peter's. Say one more time.
First Peter.
Chapter 1.
Come on. 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 6 through 8.
Okay, let's see. Let's go.
Come on, sir. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High.
So skip up to like 4.
Come on, sir. Verse 4. And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
And who's that talking about there?
Come on, sir. I would say Yahushua.
Yeah, that's a Yahushua. And it said that what? When what?
Come. When the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
You understand? Why? Because why is it worded like that?
So like, so as far as saying
Come on.
that it fades not away.
Yeah. You're gonna get a crown that don't fade away.
Because Christ's kingdom is everlasting. His kingdom not going nowhere.
That's right. You understand? What happened? What happened to King James? King of Scott? His crown what?
It faded.
Yeah, because it wasn't given by Christ.
Come
Christ
on,
didn't give him that crown.
come
You
on.
understand? When Christ come back with his 200 million angel, if you were doing the work, you understand, and Christ see it fit, you would be given a crown that would not fade away. Meaning you will be able to pass this on and on and on. You know what I mean? Generations until you make it back in the earth when the Lord see fit. Right? Read on.
Come on. Verse 5. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder.
You understand? And all these scriptures, this is what your slave master try to hold you with. You understand? What it mean by likewise ye younger? Submit yourselves unto the elder. What does that mean?
Salaki, so could it just be talking about not necessarily younger in age, but just, the brothers who might be younger in the truth, like
Now you're getting to it.
Come on.
Now you're getting to it. Yeah, right. This has nothing to do with what?
Age, sir.
Basically, you understand, right? It didn't have nothing to do with it. It has to do with what? And not just age, also too. This has to deal with what?
Salakia, is it rank and order?
It's rank and order, but okay. Your parents will use this for you to do what?
Listen to them, obey them.
Yeah, to do what?
Salakia, teach you.
You gotta give me. You right, but what are teaching you?
Discipline.
Your parents using this for what? So that we're not confused on, because Christians, they're gonna pull this on you. Your mom and dad, if they know the Bible, they claim to know the Bible. Your uncle, who's a pastor, your aunt, who's a pastor in the church, will try to pull this on you. To do what? To have you do what? To have you around the table for Christmas. To have you doing whatever they want you to do. You understand?
So like
I'm your elder. Come on.
So like for control? Is that
yes?
Okay.
Yes. Because the younger, has to what? Submit to what?
The elder. So like
to the elder. You understand? But this is not speaking about that. Because you can't listen to your parents if they're telling you to go against the Lord. Telling you to do things against the Lord. Telling you to come here, let's celebrate Thanksgiving. Let's celebrate Christmas. You can't obey that order. Cannot. You understand? Read on. And this is how it is being specific now to who is speaking about. Read. What's reading?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another.
All right, and this line, you know what? This is speaking about what? Brothers who were? Brothers in where?
In the truth, sir.
In the truth. This is not talking about your Christian church. This is not talking about your parents. This is not talking about anybody who is your elder. You understand? Outside in our world. You understand? Read on.
Come on. For the Most High resisteth the proud.
And be clothed with what?
Humility.
Yes. What is humility? What is humility? If somebody say they're humble, I mean they're humble.
La.
Yeah. So what is humility? Come on, look it up for me. Who want to look it up for me?
I got the definition of humility.
Come on.
Humility, the quality of having a modest view of one's value or importance.
You understand? Read that one more time.
Humility, the value of Slakia, the definition of humility, the quality of having a modest view of one's value or importance.
So is it saying your view or another person's view?
Your own.
You sure when I say one's? Read one more time.
The quality of having a modest view of one's value or importance.
So who's the ones? That's somebody. Come on, go ahead.
It says having a modest view of one's importance. It would be
one's value or importance. Mm-hmm.
Come on. A modest view of one's value or importance. It would be the person.
Yes, not yours. People like to say what? They're humble. But guess what? They're only humble to what? What's important to them. You understand? When you humble, you at least what? Listen. And sometimes you might be right, but you accept what? You'll be like, you know what? No sweat. I might, you know what I mean? I might be wrong. You understand? I might. You take the low, in other words. You understand?
Come on.
Right? Now read on.
Come on. For the Most High resisteth the proud.
The Most High what?
Resisteth the proud.
You want to know why some brothers leave? Because they can't take that they was wrong. They couldn't take the counsel. And I was right. He was wrong. Why he ain't the one doing this, that, the other? You want to give the judgment. And the Lord does what to the proud?
For the Most High resisteth the proud.
Yeah. You're going to resist that mouth of yours by letting you go there to the world and see what the world has to offer. You understand? He resisted the proud. The Lord don't like a proud person. Never did. You understand? A proud person is what? What do you call that in English? Tabo, when you have to, when you compare proud and humility, it's what? Forget the big word they use in English. Like what is that? Antonym?
When it's opposite?
Yes. Opposite.
Antonym.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? What's the opposite of being proud? You're humble. What's the opposite of being humble? You're proud.
So like you said,
you understand? Come on.
So like it's saying, yea, all of you. So that's including the elder and the younger, right?
Yes.
So both people need to be clothed with humility.
Okay. When I say both people need to be clothed with humility, what you mean?
Where so like it just says and be clothed with humility. So that applies to both the elder and the younger, right?
Yes, remember he's telling them he's not singling out one person in the room.
Right.
You understand? So just think he is talking to brothers. Right? Talking to brothers. Answer, he talking to them. He say what? Younger ones, submit yourselves to the elders. So he's not singling out you. Submit yourself to this person. You submit yourself to that person. He's not doing that. So he's making it overall. He's making, you know what I mean, that broad statement. So he is talking to the elder and to the younger. Because they all have to do what? Be what?
Humble.
Yes. And they all have to be subject one to another. But for that to happen, they have to be humble. You understand? For it to happen, you have to be humble. It's it's like it's like a brother higher rank chastising a brother below him for doing something he was not supposed to do. You understand? And he is doing what? The brother who's getting chastised, he ain't trying to give you what? What he's not trying to give you? Huh?
Excuses?
Well, not so much excuses, but a reason why he is right in the situation. Now, when you see this, that, the other, and the younger start pulling precept on you, and you have to say, brother, that's not what it is. Yes, this, that, the other. Then you're all in a council, and now this young man is being checked. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's no end in sight. You understand? All right? Now read on top of one.
Come. For the Most High resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
And he giveth grace to the humble. You understand? Because the humble, what could happen to that humble person? I say giveth grace to the humble.
So like I said, we has a car about to respond.
Go ahead.
So like your captain, that humble person could gain the true understanding of humility.
Well, he humble already, so you understand what humility is, because he doing it. What's grace?
The time to get right.
Well, yes. So in other words, he's saying what to this humble person. So this humble person, I want to give it to you. Anybody? Come on.
So like you're giving you time to, I guess, to submit yourself, learn how to submit to the elders, or to learn how to submit yourself.
Okay, but he already doing it. So remember, he's saying what? Read the part from the colon, top of one.
Come
from the colon.
Come. For the Most High resisteth the proud.
Right. So he resisted the proud. Meaning what? When he say resisted the proud, the Lord, he not even what?
So like he not dealing with them.
Yeah, he ain't dealing with you. I think the Lord back turned to you. Read on.
Come. And giveth grace to the humble.
Why? Because the humble person, he might be wrong. One, you know what I mean? Might be did something he ain't supposed to do. You understand? But he humble with it. You understand? Well, the Lord will give him grace. You understand? Just think, you know what I mean? You go to a council and you do what? And you're like, you know what? Yeah, I was wrong. Salakia. You got what? You will be given what? You could be given what? Grace by the Lord after that council, depending on what you did. You understand? But the proud person, oh, the Lord, he's going to resist you. And you're going to be thinking what? You get kicked out of the school. No, you kick yourself out because you're damn proud. You couldn't accept that you was wrong. You understand? Couldn't accept it. Right? Read on. That's why you hear about so much stories with, you know what I mean, brothers who leave the truth, or sisters who leave the truth, brothers who leave the wife, or sisters who leave their wives, the sisters who leave the husbands. Like here, you hear, you know what I mean, you hear the stories. It's, you know what I mean, it's like, oh shucks, the Lord don't do a number here, because He doesn't resist you, because you're proud.
So
You ain't want to accept. Well, I could be wrong in this situation. So you know what? I'm gonna take the low in this case, right? And I'm not talking about somebody offending you. You understand? It could be, you know what I mean, whatever the conversation is. You understand? But it's not. This is not an offense I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying, right? Somebody offend you, what should you do?
So I could go to He and heal the home.
Yes, this is not that. You understand? I mean, so I mean, so, and this is like I mean, I just generalizing it. This could be an argument with Jordan and which is and what's your brother LeBron. And some, and you know what I mean, a brother knows the stats off the back of his, you know what I mean, hand. The other brother, he might know the stats, so he'd be like, you know what? Yeah, LeBron better than Jordan. And you like, yeah, you'd be like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you right, brother. You understand? Right? But this ain't, you know what I mean, somebody you think do you wrong and you just take what? The low. No. You better go to here and there alone.
Come on.
Let's deal with that matter. You understand? Read on.
Come on, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High.
So it giving you what? Trying to give you a visualization of what? You are doing what? What you doing? You are what? You bowing your head. You humbling yourself to the what? To mighty hand, meaning what? Was the mighty hand of God? Akim? Well, who asked the question? Tabo, who asked the question?
So like it's Sister Thayala.
She wants to, oh, she's on she typing in. All right. What's the mighty hand? What's the humble yourself, therefore under the mighty hand of God?
So like, is it His protection or power?
You right, but he's saying what? Humble yourself, therefore under the mighty hand of the Most High. How do you do that?
Sluggy.
Come on.
By yielding.
Yeah, by doing
Submitting
everything that's it, by submitting yourself to the Most High. And how do you submit yourself to the Most High?
Sir.
Come on.
By submitting yourself to the men of the Lord.
And
obey.
so, yes. So in other words, this goes back to what? To the where's 1 Corinthians? You all know where I'm going with it?
Sluggy, so you talking about when it says you know, man is over the woman.
That's it.
Christ over man.
Yes.
Over Christ. Come on.
So you are man, you humble yourself under who?
Under Christ.
Yes. You're a woman and you marry, you humble yourself under what? Under your husband, under your man. You understand? Your sister who not marry, you humble yourself under the men of the Lord. You understand? Read on.
Come on. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time.
And in due time, he is going to do what?
Exalt you.
What does that mean?
So Lucky, I think it just means in our case, raise you up, show you favor.
Okay. How would this happen for a woman? Because remember, we're not just reading about men.
So Lucky,
right?
receive her name, take the oath, get oil poured on her head.
Give me a little more than that.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
So could it be like it increased your reputation?
Now you're getting to it. Now it's like, yo, who wife is this? Oh, yeah, I am Officer Maya, right? Officer Tab 1. You understand? Now your reputation is, how you said beyond your exceeding, I forget how he would. But now it's, now it's you're turning eyes because of what you've been doing and how you've been conducting yourselves. You understand? And it's going to happen in what? In what tab 1?
In due time.
What is due time?
Salakia, when you've earned it. When the Lord sees.
Okay, so remember, it's not when you so much when you earned it, but it's when somebody say it will happen in due time. What does that mean?
Salakia, the Lord saw it fit to happen.
At what?
The right time.
At the appropriate time.
At what time? Yeah, what's due time?
Salaki at the proper Salaki at the proper age. At the
I'm gonna give it this one.
The right time.
Okay, what is the right time? Some of us, we do something right now.
So when you least expect it.
In this Salaki in the season.
I'll take more of that, but you gotta give me a little more. In the time the Lord wants it to be. In his time. Simple. In his time. Right? Because he's the one that's going to do what?
Give it to you, sir.
Yeah, exalt you.
Yeah, exalt you.
You understand? He's the one. He's the one going to, give you, that rank you're looking for, he's the one giving you. And it's going to happen in what? In due time. That's why it's red flags, get, go up. When you, go to your camp leader trying to do what? Get rank up.
Get a name.
Yeah. You understand? Like, I do this, I do that. I understand. The work ain't done though. You understand? And sometimes we do it in a way where men will see. And the Bible speaks about what? About your reward. When it comes to when you do it for men to see. That's not the Lord time. That's not due time.
So
you understand? Come on.
I just always try to remember that it's a reflection of my husband as well. So if they think about me, they're going to think about him. So I try to keep that in mind. I think there's a scripture. I don't know exactly the scripture. he's known throughout the gates or something. Salakia, I'm not sure of it, but that's what I
That's
got.
that's in Proverbs 31. Yeah, you're correct. All right. Read on, Taba 1.
Con. Verse 7. Casting all your care upon him.
Casting all your care upon him. You understand? Like for a man to submit, you understand, to a brother over him, that's you doing what? When you submit yourself, you understand, which is the hardest thing for a brother to do when he comes into the truth, because in the world, what he accustomed doing?
The world.
Come on.
Doing his, it's like doing what he think is right.
Yeah, doing whatever he wants to do. But when you're coming here, you can't do that. You got to submit yourself. And you just can't submit yourself when you want to. You give him this time to call in to check in for calm. But you know what? I'm going to check in this time. You understand? You told you to be here at a certain time. You come in this time. You understand? You're doing everything on your time. Yeah. You're calling it, trying to get onto you. Can't get onto you. But you calling back whenever you want to call back. On your time. You understand? That's because that submission is not all the way there. You understand? Not all the way there. You ain't casting all your care upon him. You understand? Like to cast your care all upon him, you are going to have to do what? You're going to have to submit. You're going to have to what? What's that word? That T word.
Salakia, so trust.
Yeah. You're going to have some faith. You understand? You know, brothers, this I don't trust no man. How much songs you hear about brothers singing about not trusting another brother or a sister? You understand? You want to come in here and do what the Lord say to do? Humble yourself. Submit. You sisters at home, submit to that man, to that husband. Once he is not telling you to do anything unlawful, you submit to him. That's you showing your casting all the care to the Lord. You understand? Read on.
Con. For he careth for you.
For he careth for you. That's why when you read, I think it's Ecclesiastes 26, when it talks about a wicked woman. Get that for me.
Con.
Get that one for me in Ecclesiastes, I think 26 and 25. Who get it for me?
Con.
23. 26 and 23.
26 and 23, sir?
23.
Con. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
You understand? You are going to have to do what? Submit yourself. to your husband, you are going to have to submit yourself to that man above you. You're going to have to do it. Or, you know what I mean? The Lord has some waiting for you. He's going to resist you and give you what? What are you going to resist and give you? Hello? Testing. Huh?
Salakia.
Is it Greek?
Salakia.
Come on.
He gonna chastise you? He gonna hide his he gonna hide his face from you.
Yeah. So you're going to get everything coming your way. Same thing you're trying to run from. You trying to, you know what I mean, not get a brother in the Israelite school. Give us a practical knowledge because we believe in multiple wives. Oh, he has some coming your way. You get just the right person, just the right man. You get what you're looking for. The only thing that man will do is say what? I want you only. For 1 minute. Right? But that's about it. Everything else is all the window. Pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, you name it. And then you want to tell him, you can't eat that. Too late for that, sis. Or brother, vice versa. Go get, you know what I mean, something, you know what I mean, off the street and try to turn it into a housewife and you get what you asked for. Like if you're not willing to cast, you know what I mean, all your cares upon the Lord by doing what he tell it to do, follow what he tell you in this Bible. Guess what? Why should he care for you? Why? The Lord tell you that man you live with is your man forever. But you looking for an escape route. You pissed off. But when you escape, keep escaping. You understand? Keep escaping. Right, read on.
Con. Verse 24. A dishonest woman contemneth shame.
No. Go back to where was that?
First Peter 5, sir.
Yes. All right. And that's why we try to tell you all, just give it time. And you see those Israelite groups, the so-called Israelite group who are actually Christians, or you think the pagan kit was bad? Okay. Wait till the mark bus on some of these other groups. You understand?
Come.
Wait until it, you know what I mean, till it really come out with these other groups, especially that purple group. You already hear the things that coming out of there. Sister got unalive in there. One of the members got caught with a transsexual and almost unalive the transsexual after the transaction, not before, after the transaction take place. Move just like Esau. When Esau, how Esau takes care of a problem, if he has a problem.
Lucky, sir.
Mm-hmm.
He commits violence.
Yeah. You remember the I think it happened to these I think a Chinese spot where a Caucasian male, I think, either try to hurt some of them because they was running. I think it was a like a something dealing with sex. I forget what they was running, but it ain't no different than than Wayne Gacy, right? That's the clown. Remember him? Right? And he was doing what? He was unaliving who? Most of his victims were who? Somebody saying something.
So like it was young boys.
Yeah. Who or what? Or rainbow. You understand? And they get rid, instead of they fight their problem, they try to harm other people because of their shortcomings.
So like you
You
said,
understand? Come on.
wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer eating them rainbow cats too? Pause. Not the way they wanted to be eaten, but
Yes, it's
eating the
almost
rainbow
as
dude.
if, yes, it's their way of trying to fight their illness or their vice.
Con.
So they unalive you or hurt you. You understand? And that's what the purple cat did. He had a problem. He liked men. But to fight that he doesn't like men, he had to do what? He had to harm one. That's his way of fighting. You understand? You know what I mean? It's weird psychology behind it, but boy, don't let that be you. You better stay in here. You understand? Do what you've been told. Follow order. Once it's what? Lawful. You understand? Right? Read on.
Con. Verse 8. It's like it. Book of 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 8. Be sober.
Mm-hmm.
Be vigilant.
Meaning you have to be what? You have to be what?
Salaki.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be on point. You gotta be on Shabon.
Yes, you always have to be what? Looking.
Looking.
Yeah. You gotta be alert. You understand? And he's saying what? This is what? Spiritually. Be what? Sober. Does this mean don't take a drink? No. You can have a drink. You understand? But so he said, be sober, be what? Vigilant. Read on.
Con. Because your adversary, the devil.
Because you're what?
Your adversary, the devil.
Mm-hmm.
As a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Now, it's twofold. This could be used for who?
The oppressor, sir.
Yes. You better be vigilant. You understand? You remember them shows How to Catch a, I think it's How to Catch a not okay. I don't think it was a Predator where they used to park them vans up in the hood and have shoes and thing and then leave it. What's the name of that show? Get the name of that show.
Like it, so it's like bait car.
Yeah, So
bait car.
Yeah, and now you do what? Go jump in it and try to do what? Drive off. And now here comes the devil. He's the adversary. He's going what? The adversary always trying to do what?
Trying to trap you.
Yeah. And he is as a what?
As a roaring lion.
He's as a roaring lion. He hunting ya. You know what I mean? Every and each way you turn, You understand? We under so much oppression in this place, huh? You know what I mean? You're trying to do the right thing, but this man put you in a corner where, you know what I mean, you what we call take a chance. You understand? And he read on.
Come. As a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
And he's seeking who he going to devour. He got 2 million of our brethren and counting in these prison cell. You understand? Countless of us in the grave, because he is seeking who he going to devour. You understand? And likewise, that demon that's on you that have you doing what? Sinning. You understand? Remember, the job of a demon is to do what? It's to unalive his host. That's his job. You understand? That demon gonna come in your ears and tell you, you don't need to take this from him. You good. You have a job. You know what I mean, things going good for you. It's him. He's a heavyweight. He holding your back. We should leave him. And that's what the demon be telling you. Not I, but we. We should leave him. And you don't even know you talking to a damn demon before it's too late. And then you want to say what? Sorry, you want to come back? No, it's too late. You get devoured. You understand? I think that was it on that for her, right?
Come.
All right. Any more?
We did have another question in the chat and some comments as well.
Yeah, Maya, no, that one bait cars. Yes, yep. You know it. He's always trying to look for a way to get us out. Always. You know what I mean?
Come, sir.
Always. And one minute. One of the number one ways is that child support. Oh boy. That is a way to put us against each other. So now the woman, she hurt. So guess what she goes do? Put the brother on what? Child support. You understand? Go ahead.
Come. Over somebody, you had a question. Said Shalom, Lord of Christ, Salaki, sir. Numbers 6 and 12. Does this mean he had to restart his Nazarite vow over?
Let me hear.
Second, sir.
It sounds like you break it if you had to restart it. Numbers what? 6 and
12, sir.
Go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 6 and verse 12. And he shall, sir, and he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering. But the days that were before shall be lost, because his separation was defiled.
Yeah, so it sounds like if this is talking about his Nazarite vow, it sounds like he broke it, and now he has to do this. And now it's giving you the criteria of what he has to do to possibly get it back. Read on.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
This I think he was around a dead body.
I
think because we was reading this in the Sabbath service.
Okay, come on.
So I think he was around. Let me see in verse. Let me see.
Verse 9.
Yeah, Khan, sir.
All right. So read
if
from
any
verse
man
9.
die very suddenly by him.
Hold on. Read verse 8.
Khan, sir. It's verse 8. All the days of his separation, he is holy unto the Lord.
So, in other words, what? What is it saying there?
All the days that he's clean, he's holy to the Lord.
Right. Read on.
Verse 9. And if any man die very suddenly by him, and he hath defiled the head of his consecration, then he shall shave his head in the day of his cleansing. On the seventh day shall he shave it.
Right. So this here, for that Nazarite vow, he had to be what? Clean until the end of that what?
Seventh
That
day.
vow. Verse 8 saying he has to be what? Clean for all his days as a Nazarite.
Kanawaka.
You understand? And now it's in verse 9, it's telling you if a man suddenly what? Dies by him. And telling you what he'll have to do. He'll have to what? Shave his head, and on the seventh day he shall shave his head. Right? Read on.
Verse 10. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtles or 2 young pigeons to the priest, to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So now it's telling you what he will have to do, what he'll have to bring after he done do what on the 7th day. Shave his head. Right? Read on.
Verse 11. And the priest shall offer the one for a sin offering, and the other for a burnt offering, and make atonement for him, for that he sinned by the dead, and shall hallow his head that same day.
You understand? So this is what he'll have to do for him to what? To be holy again. Right? Read on.
Verse 12. And he shall consecrate unto the Lord the days of his separation, and shall bring a lamb of the first year for a trespass offering, but the days that were before shall be lost.
So in other words, it's go ahead, read on, finish it.
Because his separation was defiled.
I mean, when it say lost, meaning what?
They don't count.
Yeah, that don't count. Read on.
Verse 13. And this is the law of the Nazarite. When the days of his separation are fulfilled, he shall be brought unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
Read on.
Verse 14. And he shall offer his offering unto the Lord, 1 he-lamb of the first year without blemish for a burnt offering, and 1 ewe lamb of the first year without blemish for the sin offering.
Right. So now, go ahead, finish on.
And 1 ram without blemish for the peace offering.
So now it's just going in and telling you what this Nazarite will have to do now. You understand? To get back. All right. And let me see. So Maya, you understand that? So this here, if you go all the way down to the verse 21, it's telling you what happens if this Nazarite, if you made a Nazarite vow and you have to be separated, it's giving you what will, what you'll have to do. You understand?
Right.
To cleanse yourself from that sin.
Okay. So so the question that we want to make clear, sir, if we could, is that what we're saying is that those days before he became defiled don't count. He has to start from that point again.
Yes, it don't count. Yes.
One count, sir.
Because it's saying his separation was defiled. So it's like he default. You understand?
Kind of one count, sir.
All right.
Con.
Any more?
Con. We got if I could just for my own clarity, sir, on this topic, is this just because a Nazarite vow is for a certain dispensation of time, correct?
Yeah. Go. You have this on the van?
I know we got one on this.
or you can read verse 2.
Salakia, sir.
Uh-huh.
If I may, the
Come on.
Nazarite vow consists of at least 3 years minimum, but you can continue it for the rest of your life.
Right. Correct. Right. Let's look it up in the Zondervan. Right. And to make a Nazarite vow, you can't, look in, stand in the mirror and vow a vow. You have to do what?
You got to go to the priest.
You got to go in front of a priest.
Oh, God.
You understand?
I got it in the Zondervan, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the entry for Nazarite in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Nazarite, meaning dedicated or consecrated. An Israelite who consecrated himself or herself and took a vow of separation and self-imposed abstinence for the purpose of some special service. There were two different types of Nazaritism, the temporary and the perpetual, of which the first type was far more common. In fact, we know only of 3 of the last class: Samson, Samuel, and John the Baptist.
Because Samson, I think his parents did it for what? For his whole life, right?
Kind of one concept, but didn't he break the vow because he had quite a few women?
Okay. I think is however Samson's parents did it. You understand? But his breaking it was him going with Delilah, and the Lord cut him off for that. You understand? So read that last part over one more time, tab 1.
Come on, son. He's going to the restroom. I'll read it, sir. Let me find it.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, read the last part that he was reading.
The Nazarite vow, sir?
Yeah, that last part of the Nazarite vow he was reading.
Well,
Come on, sir. Salakia. Of which the first type was far more common. In fact, we know only of 3 of the last class. Samson.
And the last class they're talking about is
the perpetual.
Yeah. All right, read on.
Come on. Salakia. Samson, Samuel, and John the Baptist. The 3 principal marks which distinguish the Nazarite were: 1, a renunciation of wine and all products of the vine, including grapes.
All right, read on.
Prohibition of the use of the razor. Verse 3, avoidance of contact with a dead body.
Right. Right.
Come on.
And that's the part we was reading about. You understand? The part with the what? With the dead body. And what you will have to do to get clean. All right. All right.
If I
on.
could, we got some more comments, and what we just read here, I think, leads to one thing the sister said. I just needed some clarity on. So, Sister Nashima, because you, I think it was mentioned about drinking at one point in the class. She said we can drink, but cannot get drunk. I just wanted some clarity on that.
Okay.
What because you know what I'm saying? The scriptures, I know there's a scripture that says something to the effect of, wine is to make men glad. Now, someone could say that's getting a buzz, that's getting drunk. How would I explain the exact threshold by which someone has now gone beyond what is allowable?
So meaning you're drunk.
Meaning, can I get drunk? Can I go in my house and drink till I'm drunk? Am I sinning if I'm drunk in my house, or just drunk? Is it a sin to be drunk?
Okay. You look up drunkard.
Come on. Google it. Yeah, probably not right.
I think Christ was saying something on it.
Oh, it's actually in the Zondervan, sir. It doesn't. So like, it doesn't really give. It just gives some examples of drunk people in the scriptures.
Go to 1 Corinthians 6 and 10.
Come on, sir. Come on. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, verse. Let me click on it. Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6 and verse 10. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards.
No what?
Nor drunkards. Nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High.
Right. And these and you know what I mean. So okay, what's a drunkard?
Officer Hawan got an answer, sir.
Come on.
This is the definition of drunkard from the Oxford Language Dictionary.
A
person who is habitually drunk.
Habitually drunk. You understand? Brother, you have a problem. Now I'm good, so I can hold my liquor. You're drunk. Isn't that the first time? You remember what you did the next day? Remember what you did we were talking about yesterday? What? No, I didn't say nothing, sir. This is habitual. Somebody who do drinking and getting drunk habitually. You understand? Now let's say at home. Who was home and got drunk?
Salaki, sir?
Who was home and got drunk?
Salaki, sir. Noah.
Noah.
You
understand? And he got drunk. And what did his sons have to do?
I usually serve
Salaki, sir, repeat that question, sir.
Noah, right? Remember when Noah? Go to Genesis 9 and 20.
Come on, sir. Come on. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 9 and verse 20. And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard. Verse 21. And he drank of the wine and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent. Verse 22. And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father and told his two brethren without. And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon their shoulders and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father. And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness. Verse 24. And Noah awoke from his wine and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
Okay, so who got cursed?
Canaan.
Yeah. You understand? So okay, in other words, what I'm trying to tell you is this. Okay, to be a drunkard is you excessively drinking. You at home, you chilling. You know what I mean? You might have, you know what I mean, a little too much. You don't know. You understand? Yeah, a little too much. You're stirring, you know what I mean, but you're home, you're in your house. You understand? But if come on.
If I could, I was gonna ask, you know, is this an example? Because not just another example of somebody being a drunkard or getting drunk was Lot. And Lot got so drunk. Now we know what happened with him.
Yes.
He was so drunk that he couldn't even decipher what was happening to him by his own daughters.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So is that an example where it's like, okay, it's one thing that you said on one, you drinking, you home, yeah, you might have had a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I mean? You learn your words a little bit or whatever, but you home, you're not embarrassing yourself. Whereas there's another form of it where you, like you said, on one, you have a problem. It's habitual. You keep doing it, and when you do it, it's always issues based on what you're doing.
That's it.
Come on,
you understand? That's why it says in go to Proverbs 23.
Come on, sir.
23 and 20.
Come. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers.
Be not among what?
Be not among wine bibbers.
Meaning these people like to do what?
Drink.
You understand? The perfume is 211s. You smelling that on them. You understand? Where's some of them liquor you all drink? That Jack Daniels. Yeah.
They drinking that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You know what I mean? You smelling that. You smelling of Jack Daniel to the point where somebody think you sapping your head with it. You drink, you know what I mean, you're drinking it, you know what I mean? You're drunk. Read on. And the Bible is warning against what? What's it warning you against? Drunkenness, yes. Read on.
Come. Salakia. Oh, come. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. Verse 21. For the drunkard and the glutton
For
shall
the drunkard
come to
and
poverty. Salakia, sir.
The drunkard and what?
The glutton.
And glutton. What's a glutton?
Salakia, sir, it's someone that overindulges in behavior, eating, whatever.
Anything, yes. So he's liking what? Drunkard with being a what? A glutton. Read on.
Come, sir. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags.
Yes. And now give me that one with where tell it to give strong drink to a man that either yes.
Come, this book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 6. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish.
You understand? Read on.
And wine unto those that be of heavy hearts.
You understand? Man, it ain't telling you to be what? A drunkard, meaning to make this an excuse now. So every night you're doing what? Every night you're doing what? Getting drunk.
Come.
No, you a damn drunkard. You understand? And you have a problem. You have a serious problem. You understand?
Come.
You drinking and you ain't making it home. You understand? Because you in some ditch. You understand? Like you could drink and then too, you know what I mean? When it comes to liquor, you know what I mean, some brothers might be able to hold more liquor than other brothers. You have your limit. You understand? You might be one shot and you good. 2 shots and everybody, you know what I mean, could, you know what I mean, know you have a problem because you're loud, obnoxious. You understand? Or you're doing things that you don't normally would do when what? When you're
drunk?
No, you're doing things you don't normally do when you're sober. You understand? As that starts to be a clue. Once a brother start to behave in a way where that ain't such and such. What's going on? Oh no, brother, you had enough. No, sis, you had enough. You understand? All right.
There's a little bit more, sir.
Go ahead.
Verse 7. Let him drink and forget his poverty.
And let him what?
Sorry, sir. And forget his poverty. and remember his misery no more.
Yes. You understand?
Okay.
All right. But
Okay.
that is not an excuse to be drunk every goddamn day. Because you're remembering some aunt or some uncle that passed away 10 years ago. And you still moaning. No, you just giving an excuse to be a drunkard. You understand?
Okay.
Any more? Good to go on that?
Good to go on that. There's another question in the chat, sir.
All right.
Come
on.
Well, a sister just asked if the based on what we're talking about, the verse about being sober-minded doesn't is that referring to any substances or medication or anything like that?
Which one is that?
The one about be vigilant, be sober-minded, be vigilant, because the adversary, the devil, is who can devour.
Okay, it just saying be alert because that don't mean, as I say, you know what I mean, you could take one shot. That don't make you now have to do what? Go rob somebody, go put a blunt in your mouth.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Like
when it say be, come on.
I was gonna say basically, you were saying before, it's just more like it's like a mental thing. It's like being alert. You know what I'm saying,
yes.
Be ready, be prepared. So you can have had a few drinks, but still in that scripture be sober minded. It's not talking about sober in the sense of you haven't drank anything.
Yes, because what is Christians going to tell you? They're going to use this until you can't do what?
You can't drink at all.
You can't drink at all. When that's not what it's talking about.
Okay.
Has nothing to do with drink. This have to do with you being alert. You know what I mean? Vigilant of all the what? All the craftiness this white man done put in this place on here.
So like I said, if I could.
Come on.
I think you mentioned it earlier in the class. Diddy is an example of someone who was not sober-minded and was not vigilant. He let his guard down with these oppressors in the worst way. He thought he was one of them for real.
Yes.
Salaki.
That's a good example. All right. Any more?
I think that's it right now, sir. That's all.
That's it? Man, I wonder if we could play this, man. No, we almost up on the time. Hold on, man. Let me see top one. Let me see if I can play this. Q had put something up in the in one of the chats. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Hold on, eh? 1 minute. While I look for that, right? Give me 2 Kings.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
Pardon me. I did miss a question in the chat. Salaki, sir.
Mm-hmm.
A young man, Desarion, young man Dez had a question.
Come on.
He said, Shalom, Cap, is the amount of time we have left to come into the truth based on the time left until the 144,000 are sealed?
Say that one more time. It sounds about right. Say it one more time.
Come on, sir. He said, is the amount of time we have left to come into the truth based on the time left until the 144,000 are sealed?
Yes, get it from him. Get it from him. I think that's in the either in it's in Revelation where it say until the 144 is sealed. I think that's around the 666.
Revelation.
Hold it for me. Hey, Top One, if I send this something to your WhatsApp, would you be able to play it on the screen?
I think I can share the screen, sir. Even though Fayetteville's running it, but I think I can share the screen, sir.
Oh, Fayetteville. Okay. If not, let me see if I could do it here. Right, hold on, eh?
Yeah, I can, sir.
Okay. Go ahead.
Salaki,
Who
sir.
was it?
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, and verse 4. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Verse 5. Of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Gad was sealed 12,000. Of the tribe of Asher was.
Skip me down to wait, what verse you in? Hold on, let me get with you. Give me 1 minute. Let me send this to top one, and then I'll get you. But read on.
You want me to skip down to verse 9?
Yeah.
After this, I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Verse 10, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
Yeah. All right.
It's like, so you can drop down to verse 17 as well. It'll wrap
Go
up.
ahead.
Come on.
Verse 17. Sir. Verse 17. For the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne shall feed them, and shall lead them into unto living fountains of water. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
That's verse 17, right?
Yes.
All right. So yes, once that 144,000, that's a number that's given for brothers to do what? To serve what? Come on, serve the Lord. You understand? It's just like what? The opposite to that is what? What number?
666.
Yes, the 666 men, oppressors that run this earth right now. You understand? Well, the Lord requires 144,000. You understand? 12,000 from each tribe. You understand? And that's proof that a Christian church is not the place to be in, because there are more than 144,000 men in there. You understand? All right? Likewise, Islam is not a religion we're supposed to be in. Come on.
So like I said, the Christians, they'll read this, but they leave out the part of the children of Israel. They always leave that out.
Yeah. Why? Because we've been what? We've been lied to of who we are. You understand? Go talk to any Christian out. It could be a brother or sister in the Roman Catholic religion. Any Christian religion. You ask them who they are, and the last thing on their mouth, or last thing they would would leave their lips, would be what? I'm an Israelite. They're not saying that. They're not. So they have to leave out Israel. Why? Why they have to leave it out?
Could it be because they coming with that replacement theory, like they're replacing the Israelites?
No, I'm talking about the Christians who do it. Why do they leave out Israel?
Because they want it to be about Christians instead of Israelites.
They just want to be included. You understand? They just want to be included. So you can't be included if you say Israel, because to you are not an Israelite. You're a Gentile. That's how they think.
So you have to say God loves everybody.
Yes. So you have to say God love everybody. God don't just love Israel alone. That's the whole. Remember that's you know what I mean. Some Christians like what's the senator name? Let's say God bless those who bless Israel. What's his name? The guy's name. Ted Cruz. Right? And then you have the other Christians who say that ain't right for them to say God only loved them alone. You understand? Well, we are saying that God only loved blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people alone, and that's according to the Bible. So we will not leave out Israel because we are the Israelites. You understand? But Christians, they would. All right. Tab one. You got the video?
Come, I got it. So I just need it's like if Fayetteville could just add it to the
So like Kev, I think you can just add it, Bob, for sure. I think you got the
go ahead. Oh yeah. You're right. Tawada.
So for Congressman.
So hold on, let's pause it. Is the brother good with that?
Come on. We can see it, sir.
No, young man. The young one who asked the question. This is Ron.
Oh.
All right. And remember, when it comes with with numbers, us and Israelites, right? Like we don't what? We don't count. You understand? It's still up to the Lord. You understand? That's why Christ said what? I believe it was Christ who said, or where it said, the Lord will have to shorten the days, or else there'll be no soul to save.
Right.
You understand? Because this oppressor here, you see what he's doing right now. He gobbling up the earth. If it ain't the oppressor on the west, it's the oppressor in the east. They're trying to gobble up this earth. All right? Now we're going to say something here about the oppressor that claims to be us. Go ahead and play it.
Our undercover reporter wanted to learn more about how funding is secured for congressmen.
Speaking of the devil,
David Oakes, a prominent pro-Israel advocate, invited Tony to a fundraising event. Oakes later called him to discuss the details.
is it just a social event?
No, hold on. I'm going to email you a list of the people that this group supports.
Educational purposes only. Educational purposes only.
Tawada.
You too.
Mark Kirk, senator from Illinois. Ted Deutsch from Florida. Barbara Comstock, she's the congressman from Virginia. Richard Byrd, North Carolina. Kelly Ayotte, she's fantastic. She's in the Arms Committee. They'll walk in the room and they'll say everything here is off the record. And then they'll say, here's a little bit about me, and then people will ask very specific questions.
The fundraiser was being held in a wealthy suburb of Washington.
The Nayathaq group, it makes a difference. It really, really does. It's the best bang for your buck, and the networking is phenomenal. Congressmen and senators don't do anything unless you pressure them. They kick the can down the road unless you pressure them. And the only way to do that is with money.
Right now, our current
Hold on,
contribution
what did
limit
he
from
say?
any
It's all about the money.
Can down the road and don't do anything for your buck. Difference. It really, really does. It's the best bang for your buck, and the networking is phenomenal. Congressmen and senators don't do anything unless you pressure them. They kick the can down the road unless you pressure them. And the only way to do that is with money.
Oh boy.
Right now, our current contribution limit from any person to a candidate is $2,700. Now, that's a lot of money, you know, and certainly buy some gratitude with the lawmaker. But if you really want to add punch to that type of buying of favors, what you do is you get 50 or 100 people together at an event like this, all chipping in $2,700, and then you bundle it all together and hand over the total amount to the lawmaker. At that point, we're talking anywhere up to $250,000. So suddenly you've got a group of people with the same demand they want from the lawmaker handing over $250,000. That buys a lawmaker.
The fundraiser was for Anthony Brown, who ran for Congress in November 2016.
This is direct spending. Brown's going to use that 30 grand to do ad campaigns. So they strategically pick the ones who are in close reach they want to build relationships with. So we want the Jewish community to go face to face in a small environment, 50, 30, 40 people, and say, this is what's important to us. We want to make sure if we give you money that you're going to enforce the Iran deal. That way, when they need something from him or her, like the Iran deal, they can quickly mobilize and say, look, we'll give you 30 grand. They actually impact.
He's actually saying we're buying these office holders. And that's the point. We're chipping in all this money so we can hand over 100,000 or 200,000 to the office holders so we can buy them.
You're not supposed to advertise. There's all these advertising laws. I was surprised they had an invite. I've never seen an actual invite before.
Oakes described a similar event he attended in New York, which included donors from Wall Street.
In New York, with Jeff Talbot, we don't ask a goddamn thing about Palestinians. You know why? Because it's a tiny issue, that's why. It's a small, insignificant issue. The big issue is Iran. We want everything focused on Iran. What happens is Jeff meets the congressman in the back room, tells them exactly what his goals are. And by the way, Jeff Talbot is worth $250 million. Basically, they hand him an envelope with 20 credit cards and say, you can swipe each of these credit cards for $1,000 each.
There is a disclosure law that is designed to highlight whether there may be potential money laundering going on in events like this. And that is if the funds are earmarked. And that means the organization has to disclose who showed up at that event and how much each individual chipped in and what they handed over to the lawmaker.
What's the name of the group that puts this on?
It doesn't have a name. There's no name. It's an ad hoc political group. For all the legal reasons, people pool their money.
What this specific group is doing to try to avoid that disclosure requirement, it isn't taking money and then putting it in its own account and then handing it over to the office holder. It's just collecting credit card information and then turning that over directly to the candidate. Therefore,
You can end it there.
it's not violating the earmarking.
That's why they call them devils.
How you gonna win? You see what you got to do for a lawmaker to even get a law to do what? To protect black people. What you need?
Money.
Lots of
Sellouts.
cash. Yes.
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
What they just said was the only way you can catch them is to do the same thing that they do to dope boys that's in the hood. Like that's how they catch dope boys. Like they have money, right? And we call them sale cases. So they have money like marked dollar bills with they had the serial, the dollar, the code for every dollar. So when they go over, they be like, well, the only way you got this money, well, you had to have sold or bought this from this particular person. So what they're saying is you can't even put a sale case on them, even though they know they're doing it, because they have credit cards without names on them and like different accounts. But they know they doing it, but they don't. But they lock us up in the hood for sale cases, but they know they doing it, but they don't want to take them to jail because it's not an active dollar, if that makes sense.
Yeah, basically. They're finding a way around the law.
Come.
And that's the problem when it comes to when man create laws. When men create laws, or when I say men, the oppressor create laws, he could do what? Go around it. Find a loophole around it. And now he ain't breaking the law, but he actually breaking the law. You understand?
Come.
When he's buying votes. You understand? And that's why, you understand, like your black leaders, they are what? What the Bible tell you about your black leaders?
They weak.
Not just, well, yes, I would say the weak. I'll take that.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
They're hirelings.
Yes, they're hirelings. Get that from them. You want to know why they're not speaking out of what's going on in your community? Because that's not doing what? That doesn't pay for the Rolls Royce. That doesn't pay for the jets. What pays for the jets? What pays for the Rolls Royce is them doing what?
Selling out.
Yeah. I'm telling you, you could do whatever you want to do. You understand?
I got the scripture, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 11. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling.
He that is a what?
A hireling.
Meaning you are getting paid. And that's why in Israel, we don't have what? Respect of persons. We don't. You understand? That's why, you know what I mean? And so, you know what I mean? Like, it's coming out more and more that these people are doing what? Paying their way through everything. And making you feel as if you have what? Things are what? Equal, and we have a chance. You don't stand a chance. I know you think that ink on your finger means something. That ink on your finger means nothing. You understand? Because I'm guaranteeing you, these people that paying this money for these lawmakers, they don't get ink on their hand, but they get laws passed though. They get things done. You understand? For their people. But we be thinking we have to go put ink. We have to go stand in some line to make a difference. You go tell a brother or sister you and vote, they're gonna be like, what? You see, you the problem. You didn't go out and vote. So how you expect to make a change? You never hear them tell you that? You never tell you that?
They tell you that every year.
Yeah. Like, how you gonna make a change when you seeing what really makes the change? Money.
It's lucky, sir.
Come on.
The majority of the congressmen and senators are honorary members of the Israeli Knesset. Now, they say it's only an honorary position, but how do you get that honor? That's the question.
Yeah, somebody had to come on here and answer that. Well, we know. He just spilled the beans. Come on.
Verse 12, but he that is an hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth.
And that's your black leaders right now. You realize you don't hear nothing about Benjamin Crump? When do you hear about Benjamin Crump?
When there's money.
Yeah.
Yes, he was on Sunday, Salaki. He was on CNBC Sunday, him and Sharpton plotting on how to get some more money.
Yes. That's when you see these people. When you see a preachers and them, when you see Sharpton, when you used to see Jesse Jackson, you understand? When there's money to get. But they're not warning you of what's to come. Your preacher's not warning you of what's to come. Read on.
He leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep.
And that's what's going on. So now guess what? They come in, they pay your leaders, some of your leaders, your politicians, and now guess what? His views is of whoever paid him that money. So he go about dealing with their business. Then you
So
have
like I said,
this other group. Come on.
Hakeem Jeffries, man, that's the best example I could think of right now.
Yeah.
He never talks about black issues, but he'll stand up for Israel every time.
That's it. Read on.
Verse 4:13. The hireling fleeth because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep.
That's your black leaders. That's your black leaders. You understand? And that's how you get caught. You understand? You listen to a black leader. Listen how he speak, and you'll know who's paying him. Listen what his views is on. Listen what he's crying out for. You know who paying him.
So like you, sir.
Come on.
That what Dave Chappelle said in that comedy special. He said he got a cold word. Isn't it what he said?
Yeah.
I support. He said, no, I done been turned. He said, I support Israel.
Yeah, and don't believe anything he says after. You understand? And this ain't just, on them alone, but this is, on, black people or black leaders who don't care for their own people. Yeah, you have what? Jordan, Jay-Z, Oprah went and what? Built a big school in Africa, somewhere in Africa.
South Africa.
In South Africa. You understand? Like they've been paid to what? To look away from the problems. Come on.
So I can say, if I may. And she also bought a bunch of land in Hawaii. She building one of those bunkers. Oprah.
Yeah.
And The Rock too.
Yep. Well, we'll see. All right. Any more questions? I know we up on the time. You're good to go?
Going to one concert.
All right. Type of one, or Zion, who I passed the class over to? Who's the guy down there?
Officer Kowal, sir.
I passed the class over the precinct officer.
Officer Bunk, y'all.
I passed the class over the precinct officer, Bank, y'all.
Men of Israel, by Majim, we're going to render one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, by Majim, the Rock, Yahweh by Shimei Shabbat.
Yahweh by Shimei Shabbat thumb.
Yada Matah, Sar, turn to face the sisters. Sisters, I Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courtesy salute to our sisters. I Majim Shabbat, I Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shema. Yada Matah. Yeshua means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest funds, a free will offering for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the Feast of Purim, 14th and the 15th day of the 12th month, which will be Monday, March 2nd, and Tuesday, March 3rd of this year, according to the book of Esther, chapter 9, verses 20 through 31. We also have the Lord's annual 57th Passover, which will be held April 4th in Houston, Texas, at the BH Ranch. Pay your $200 per adult, 17 and up. Get with your camp leader and set your affairs in order. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and food. Oh, Salakia. My bad, Ottawa. This weekend in Fayetteville, North Carolina, 454 East Russell Street, right here in the corner plaza, we will be having our semi-annual Fayetteville Food and Clothing Drive. All right. So pull up. All right. We'll have food, we'll have clothing, and brotherhood. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.
Yes, yes.